Hey everybody, welcome. It is our Tuesday live stream. I am so excited to be chatting with Becki. I realize I didn't turn my light on. Oh well. I'm not as lit up as I normally would be. So I'm super excited. These Tuesday live streams are always my favorite thing, and we're going to be talking about tech today. So once a month, we go live to talk about tech. We go live every Tuesday, but once a month, we're talking specifically about tech and your business and how you can use tech inside of your business. So I think that this is going to be really good. If you guys haven't met me, hi, I'm Abby Ashley, founder of the Virtual Savvy, and we train people how to become virtual assistants. And this is Becki. Nope, that way. There's Becki. Becki, why don't you intro yourself real quick?
Hello. As of right now, I am the SAVVYVAULT director here at the Virtual Savvy, and over in the SAVVYVAULT, we build the tech and industry trainings for you to up-level your virtual assistant business so you can niche down, you can get better at what you do, you can pick new skills to offer inside of your business for your clients.
Yes. And so we are we're here to talk tech to you guys and talk about the things that you guys are seeing in tech, different trends that we're seeing, what's working, what's not working, and it's just kind of a time for you guys to ask questions about what is happening in the online space. So we first of all, if you guys haven't already seen, we have our Savvy Vault membership. So SAVVYVAULT is our tech training membership. If you haven't checked it out already, it's amazing, and we're adding new courses every single month to our tech membership. We have over 50 courses inside specifically for virtual assistants. So if you haven't checked that out yet, make sure you do. And we actually have a new course that got released this month. Becki, what is that course?
So the amazing Sarah Bell created a course for us, and you guys are going to love it. If you've already been in the Savvy Vault, you already know, but if you haven't been in there, I'm going to tell you. It's event management. And in this world where we are doing everything's online now, right? Everything. I think we do doctor's appointments, and I'm waiting for a dental cleaning online. How do we do that? We like get a hygienist on the screen, and she teaches how to brush and floss. Maybe that's the next new thing. Anyway, where everything's online, she teaches you how to do virtual events online. But not only that, she also teaches you how to do events in person. So when we do get back in that event in person phase of life again, and it's coming, you guys, I'm praying for it, it's coming.
Right.
Then you can actually learn how to put those on for your clients.
Yes, it's going to be really good. That course is already in the vault. So, and we have so many courses. Becki, what would you say are your favorite courses inside of SAVVYVAULT?
My favorite courses, the courses that I hear a lot about that people are loving. I love the subscription box management course. That's still one of my go-to favorites by the amazing Julie Ball. If you know Julie Ball from Sparkle Hustle Grow, she created it for us. So we have that one in there. I love the event management course. It was really good. We have group management. It's community management is what we call it, where we teach you how to manage your clients' Facebook groups. And there's so many that I love. The Dubsado course is always a hit by the amazing Rachel Dorsey. Whoop, whoop. It's really good. And I can't not mention the Honeybook training by Diana Fang. So yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
Really good.
So good. So, what about you guys? If any of you guys are SAVVYVAULT members, let us know what your favorite course is in the comments. Okay. You'll have to excuse me. I sound a little bit like a man today. I feel like I'm a lot more energetic usually, and this is my energetic face right now. I got like this little stuffy nose cough thing going on, but I feel pretty good. I'm just like sound like a man. That's okay though. This can be my sexy voice. My husband called and I was like, hello? And he's like, whoa, I was called to talk to my wife. You feel real good right now.
Shame on you, Rob.
Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about different like industry news, kind of what's happening, right? What's kind of new in tech, or what's going on that you're seeing right now? Anything in particular? And if you guys have stuff too, let us know. Definitely let this be interactive. If there's anything that you guys are seeing, like updates that we're missing, let us know. So, what are you seeing right now? Kind of different trends, or anything that's happening in the tech world. Becki.
So one of the big things, I don't know if we've talked about this yet, but one of the big things that came down recently was the Loom update. For those of you who use Loom, like, that for some of us that hit like really hard. They still have the free Loom, but they limit the length of time and they limit the number of videos that you can have inside of your folder, if you will. And your videos start to disappear, and we've experienced some of that. But if you're a paid member, you don't have that particular issue. But Melissa was telling me, we were talking about it yesterday, not only do they allow you to do the regular Looms now, but now you can upload videos into Loom. I didn't know that. Melissa actually taught me that yesterday. You can upload your pre-existing videos into Loom and send people quick links like that. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, loom.com. We use that. For those of you who are unfamiliar with loom.com, it is a quick video recording software. You can record just your face, you can record your desktop, or you can record a combination of the two. And what it does is it gives you a link. It immediately uploads that video into your Loom account. It gives you a link, and you can send that link to whoever you want to watch that video, instead of, okay, I recorded this video, let me drag this file, drop it over here in an email, send off the email, wait for it to load, and do all of the things that we usually do, or again, do that same process but through a Google Drive. With Loom, it's super fast. And that 5-minute limit did cause some people to stir up. But the thing is, even for your paid membership, it's only $10. And I know $10 here, $10 there, nickel and dime you to death. But I think it's a pretty cool tool. What do you think, Abby?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love Loom. I think Loom is great for you guys too, for the ability to really put a face to like your email pitches, or even to your questions, right? Like when you're communicating with your clients, to be able to talk back and forth with Loom. I think it's just I think it's amazing, right? Instead of, I can't tell you how many meetings we've replaced with just doing Loom videos. Like, hey, like, let's meet together and talk about this thing. Or I can shoot a 2-minute video, send it over to you, and you can send a video back with your response. I mean, it saves so much time. So, yeah, absolutely. We love Loom. We still love Loom, even though they changed their pricing. We may be updating as a team. It's one of those things that, like, you get so happy when there's this amazing tool that you use for free, but then when it becomes a part of your business, it's like, man, sometimes there are tools that it's like, it's time to upgrade to the higher tiered version. And I think for us, that's going to be Loom, because we use it so much. So yeah.
I think Zoom is kind of like the texting version of video meetings, right?
Yeah.
Because you can back and forth on your own time.
Yeah. Somebody asked, Diane asked, can I do virtual backgrounds on Loom? And I have not seen that feature yet. I think that would be cool. But here's what I do, honestly. Like, so often I will, if I'm recording a Loom video and I am like not done up, it's like Abby hasn't showered since yesterday at noon. Like, you don't want to see this. Then I just won't turn my camera on. And, because usually whatever you're talking about, and especially in a work environment, you can do on video. So like, for instance, if somebody emails me and I want to email them a response and not spend like an hour formulating my response, I will just click record my screen, record myself like reading the email and just responding. And so just what's on the screen is just the email, right? And so don't feel like you always have to be like on for video, because there's definitely ways that you can, can just have like that little picture in the corner or whatever. So that's personally what I do more often than not. It is not my face on the screen. Um, I know that Courtney, also another update that we didn't even include is Tailwind Create. So if you guys are Pinterest managers or you're thinking about adding Pinterest into your list of services, then Tailwind, we have a Tailwind course inside of Savvy Vault. We absolutely recommend Tailwind for doing your Pinterest management. It's an amazing tool. But they just released a brand new feature where it's basically like a Canva inside of Tailwind, and so you can actually create pins right there really quickly inside of Tailwind. So now you are limited by like your plan. So we're on like the starter plan and you can only create 30, but still like that's, I don't know, it's really interesting. So it's something to try out. And with all of this tech, you guys, I mean, the best thing that you can do, most tech has like free trials. And so go in and kind of test and see what you like, And so, but I just thought that that was a really cool thing that they've done. It's just called Tailwind Create. So if you go to tailwindapp.com/create, you can see all about that new Tailwind feature. But I thought that that was pretty cool. Let's see. Another thing that I've been seeing. Oh, let me see. I'm like, where do I hide that comment again? I'm like really, really, really like nailing it on all cylinders this morning on being on my deck.
You have to click. It usually goes away. Let me see if I can do something. Nope, I can't do anything on my end.
Okay.
You're just gonna hang out with us.
Here we go. I found it. Oh my God, you guys, it's one of those mornings for sure. Okay, so something else. There's a newer tool on the block that I'm starting to see people use more and more. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys have seen this, but there's more and more kind of influencers using text message marketing, and so the tool that I'm seeing a lot of people jump on is called Community. So Community is text message marketing, SMS marketing, but it is basically another way, right? It's another platform for people to reach out. And maybe you guys have already like signed up for this. What's cool about Community is that it's not like text app to 5555 to whatever. What Community does is you actually get like a phone number. So your customers can like message you back and forth as if it's like your actual phone number. And there's ways to organize, like it will catch keywords. And so if somebody's like, hey, what about like, can I have the link to that live stream you did? Like if you you can have like the word live stream be a keyword and it will automatically send them certain messages based off of that. So if you're seeing more people come out with emails now that are like, you can now text me, and they have like an actual number, it's this different form of text message marketing. So for a while, people have been doing SMS marketing where it's just like these one-time blasts where it's, again, like text savvy to 5555. Don't do that because that doesn't exist, but don't do it. But again, this is like you get an actual phone number and you can like talk back and forth with people, and it's really interesting. So as of right now, Community has like a wait list. It's wait list only or like invite only from what I've seen. But it's something that I think is going to really kind of change the way that people market. I think in general, email open rates are kind of on more of a downward trend, and email is still king. Like if you guys don't have email lists and you are wanting to start building an audience, I think that email is still amazing for your clients. Email is still amazing. You can build your platform in other places. Like I was just talking to my friend Emily, whose YouTube channel blew up over the past week. It's been insane. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I know at any point, any platform, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, like at any time, these platforms can shut anyone down and your audience is just gone like that. So it's always, always so smart to have another way that you can be reaching out. And, my suggestion is to always get them on email. So, yeah, just something to keep in mind if you're building like a platform or if your clients are building a platform somewhere, it's like, okay, but am I reminding them to get on my email list? Because that is something that like cannot be taken from you. You know what I mean? So, so yeah, community, I thought that that was really, really interesting. uh,
Yes.
kind of a new way to do SMS marketing.
Michaela is asking, or I'm sorry, Micaiah maybe? Micaiah Price? She's asking, "What is the best email marketing tool?" And
Ooh,
so there's a battle out there, you guys,
there's
and
a battle.
it's I mean, there's like a ring, it's like an octagon, starts with a U. No, I'm just kidding. But my personal favorite, and always will probably be for at least for the time being, always will for now, is Active Campaign. I love Active Campaign because it's simple to learn to do what you need to do simply, but there's so much that you can do with it to expand its particular capabilities. I know, Abby, you have your own personal preference.
Yeah, so I'm a ConvertKit user and I love ConvertKit, but I definitely think like I wouldn't probably suggest ConvertKit to people until they have like 1,000 email subscribers. So I usually tell people start out with like MailerLite or Active Campaign. A lot of people really like Flowdesk now too, which is another one that's gaining popularity. So yeah, check them all out: Flowdesk, MailerLite, Active Campaign, ConvertKit. I would say those are kind of the main ones that people usually go for when they're starting an email list, and then see which one you like the best, see which one kind of fits with your style, if you like their onboarding process. And so if you're looking to start an email list, I would try out those four and then see which one suits your style the most, right? Like I went into Active Campaign because I'm actually starting like a second email list for a second little side business you guys will find out about eventually. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like starting all over. Like all this tech I've been using for so long. It's like, do I keep using what I've always been using, or like this is an opportunity? I could try something new. So I went into Active Campaign, I started clicking around a little bit, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna stick with ConvertKit. I love it so much. Um, so I really love their community too. Um, like that's like a team culture and like a community culture is a big thing for me. And so that's part like if I would embrace the learning curve with Active Campaign, I could probably be influenced to switch. But
There is a learning curve. Active Campaign is far more complex than ConvertKit. But Active Campaign can do a lot more than ConvertKit can. So I would say it's next level up. It's probably your top tier. That's going to be the big one that you would need for your great big giant mailing list, or if you have complex funnels, or if you have lots of different things that you want to do with your mailing list. If you need something simple, MailerLite is perfect for that. Flowdesk is going to be perfect for that. I feel like ConvertKit is perfect for that. All three of those are super easy to learn. They're ridiculously easy to learn. MailerLite we actually set up with the church because there would be new people coming in and using MailerLite a lot, and we wanted to make sure that it was an easy learning curve for people. And I would say ConvertKit's the same. It's very easy to learn.
yeah, and that's the thing is that like sometimes you guys are not setting this up for yourself. Sometimes you're setting it up for clients. So you're like, maybe I can learn something like Active Campaign, but if I'm setting it up for a client, maybe I need to do something that's going to be a little bit more simple, something like MailerLite or Flowdesk. So, yeah, let's do this. Like, what questions do you guys have for us? Because again, we come on here and we just want to be able to answer your questions specifically about tech and building your virtual assistant businesses. So go ahead, if you have a question for us, drop it in the comments. This is your time to pick our brains about anything tech related as far as it concerns your virtual assistant business. I also want to throw out, as you guys are dropping your questions below, that we have a training coming up. Oh my gosh, when is it? It's happening next week, isn't it? Yep, it's happening next week. I had to go check my calendar. So if you guys are wanting to learn how to up level your skills as a virtual assistant, go to thevirtualsavvy.com/rates. This is a free webinar training that we're going to be doing next week. If you can't attend live, we'll send out a replay for it. No big deal. But we're going to be going through strategically how you can raise your rates so you could charge more next year. Okay. So if that's something that sounds appealing to you, if you're like, oh my gosh, yes, I am kind of stuck in this rat race of like, I have clients, but I can't make any more money because all my time is gone. Like, what do I do now? Or if you're just wanting to hit the ground running with like charging what you're worth next year, definitely go and go to this webinar training. It's going to be awesome. You'll get to hang out with me live, and we've got some really, really amazing content for you. So go ahead and sign up, and then you'll get reminded when I go live next week to talk about that Raise Your Rates training. All right, let's see here. Let's go back over to comments. I'm surprised you didn't mention MailChimp. Do you guys like MailChimp? Okay, so yeah, I think that's another one. MailChimp, I actually started my email list back in the day with MailChimp.
I did too.
It was like my first one.
I think it really started the game though, didn't it? I mean, and maybe there were others that were more complex, but for those of us that just needed something quick, I think MailChimp started the game. Maybe I'm wrong.
They sent me socks. I still have my MailChimp socks.
I have Kajabi socks.
Kajabi socks. That's awesome. So MailChimp, yeah, try it out. I feel like MailChimp, like they started out and they were like the simple ones. They were just like, yep, this is how it goes. And it seems like they added features that made it more complex, but not actually better. I don't know. Like I just feel like people aren't talking about them as much. So still check it out. It might be something that you are like, oh my gosh, like all these others are terrible. MailChimp is all the way what I want to do. But yeah, it's not even like, it's funny that you notice, like, I'm surprised you didn't even say MailChimp because it's not actually what I feel like most people are gravitating towards right now, you know?
It's fine. And if that's a platform that you use, it functions just fine if you're used to it. So, I mean, if you like it, stick with it. If you don't, that's okay too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Constant contact. That's another one. Yeah. Are people backing away? Why are people backing away from constant contact? Again, I feel like MailChimp and constant contact, like anytime that somebody creates a new SaaS product, right, which is what these are, they're software as a service, like they come out and they're awesome and it solves a real problem. But if they don't keep like asking their customers, like, what do you like? What do you not like? And how do you change this? Which is just, oh my goodness. I'm actually reading a book, Becki. Can you believe it? I'm reading a book on this now. And I'll have to remember what the name of the book is, but where it's all about like asking your clients, like, what do you like? What do you not like? Start from Zero by Dane Maxwell. I've been reading that, and so much of it is like you've got to just ask, like find a pain point and then ask, like solve the pain point, but like ask people how you want it solved, right? And so this is so good for you guys too. Like this is just like a general business principle, because you can have in your head like, this is the service I want to offer, this is the product I want to sell, or this is whatever it is. But if you're not actually asking real people, like, would you use this, and letting them tell you how to create that thing, then it's not going to sell very well. And so I feel like MailChimp and Constant Contact, they came out with like a real need. And I think they still get a lot of like the mainstream. So like I will see like commercials about like MailChimp, and I'll see like big signs in the airports for Constant Contact, right? But I feel like they're like focused a lot on marketing, not as much on like the user experience. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Totally opinion. Take it or leave it. I don't know if you agree, Becki.
I do agree. Everything that you just said, I completely agree with. It's important that we keep our services up to date. For example, as a virtual assistant, if you're still offering, like right now, okay, let's say the beginning, middle part of 2020, your only offering was, I'm going to plan in person parties for you. Your service just went out the window because you didn't update, you didn't stay relevant with the current times, right? Hopefully that comes back. We talked about that earlier. But if you, as a software, don't stay relevant with what your client actually needs, with what your customers actually need, then they will begin to gravitate towards the more the shiny things that do.
Um, excuse me. Let's see here. What are your favorite scheduling? I think I saw a couple people asking about scheduling tools. So for Facebook, we still use Facebook's native scheduler. Um, Facebook has done a lot of work on their Creator Studio, which is their like native scheduler for Facebook, and I have found that Facebook likes Facebook, and they don't want other players in the game so much. So we get better reach when we just use Facebook's native scheduler. We are still using Planoly or Planoly. It depends how you want to say it. I think my team prefers Planoly just because it sounds like cannoli, but I say Planoly, Planoly, and we like Planoly because it's a really visual way to schedule your Instagram. I don't honestly know if it's the best for reach. It's just kind of one of those, that's what we've been using. But there are a lot of other tools on the market as well. I think that if you're just going to start, if you're going to start out, like just use Facebook's Creator Studio. It's free to use. You're not having to pay for something else, and you're most likely going to get the best reach from it. There were some like different hashtag features and stuff we like with Planoly, which is why we've used that. But I don't know, it could be something that we end up changing in the future. So yeah, that would be my suggestion. A Zoho course. Do a Zoho course, please. We've got some amazing courses coming up. Awesome. You guys, thank you. This has been super amazing. I know that tech is ever changing, and there's always things that you know there are always things that are new. But if you want to be kept up to date, definitely check out Savvy Vault. We're posting in there all the time. So it doesn't just come with the courses, but it comes with the community as well, where people are asking questions. And if we don't know the answer, we will research and find the answer, which is so much of what virtual assistance is, right? Is like, let me research and find that out. And I'm sure that's what you guys are doing for your clients as well. But we are in there and we're talking about tech all the time. We have not only the new courses that are being released, but also interviews with the people who created the course and getting to pick their brains and different things like that. So definitely check that out. And if you haven't already signed up for the virtualsavvy.com/rates, that's going to be our Raise Your Rates masterclass. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's happening next week. So thank you guys so much. I know this is a shorter live stream, but my voice needs some water, and I'm going to start coughing soon. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and my man voice and my favorite techie Becki. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Bye, everyone.